Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, which is entitled as Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 65, Part 1. Man-manā bhava mad-bhakto, mad-yājī mam namaskuru, evaiṣyasi satyaṁ te, pratijāne priyo me. This sloka may sound familiar because we did this at the end of 9th chapter, except the last part of the sloka varies. The first part of the sloka remains same. Man-manā bhava mad-bhakto, mad-yājī mam namaskuru. When someone likes certain things, they keep repeating the same. Likewise, Krishna likes this one, so he repeated again over here. We can understand from this what is Krishna looking for in us. This sloka defines what Krishna consciousness means. Being in consciousness of Krishna all the time in his thoughts, irrespective of our place, time and circumstances. In the previous verse, Krishna said, "Me dridham evaiṣyasi." My love for you cannot be described in words. You may wonder, I am omniscient, omnipotent. How is that? Even I cannot describe. That is the extent of love that I have towards you. In the 7th chapter 17th sloka, I did say, priyo jnanina atyartam aham satyaṁ priyaha. The one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best, for I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. Like the jnani mentioned over there, you are dear to me, Arjuna. The term atyartham, which is mentioned in that particular sloka 7.17, is to be tagged with satyaṁ priyaha as well. The key message, what Krishna is trying to say here, is that Arjuna, you are the recipient of the full complement of my love. So much so, you are receiving from me the teachings of utmost secrecy. As we heard earlier, Arjuna was little concerned why Krishna is giving him choices. Why can't he just say, do this, Arjuna? In response to that, Krishna said, Arjuna, I told you do as you please, not because I am displeased or indifferent towards you. Sometimes when the children doesn't listen, the parents give up and then they say, out of being displeased, do whatever you want. And when Krishna said, evaiṣyasi tata guru, do as you please, does not fall into the same category. The battle that you are going to do can be fought for various objectives. One can wage a war to acquire a kingdom, or one can do that for pleasing the gods. There could be many other reasons. Therefore Krishna gave choices. But understanding Arjuna's mood, now Krishna told what is best for Arjuna to do. It is Bhakti Yoga, which I taught you in chapter 9. I again tell you about the same Bhakti. This is not to say that Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga are redundant. Do not engage in battle. Rather to tell you, do engage in battle, but not desiring for the kingdom or for Kaivalya Prapti, but fight in such a way that Bhakti Yoga grows more and more in you. And for this reason, I again talk to you about the highly secret Bhakti Yoga. This is what mentioned in the 64th sloka, and Krishna continues about the same subject in this current sloka, describing the lakshana of Bhakti Yoga. Man-manā bhava mad-bhakto, mad-yājī mam namaskuru. If your bhakti yoga has these ingredients in it, then mam evaiṣyasi satyaṁ te pratijāne priyo. I promise you, because you are dear to me, you will come to me. That's the second half of the sloka. The Lord is eternally situated in Paramapadam, the supreme abode, the spiritual world. What is said to be moksha is to attain that place and to experience the ananda, the bliss, which is considered to be the highest benefit that we can attain. This bliss is by being connected with the Lord and serving the Lord, whereas the kaivalya, moksha or prapti that we just mentioned a while ago is deriving the bliss just within oneself, atma. There is no service involved in that particular moksha. Therefore, that is considered lower. The highest is to attaining the spiritual world and engaging oneself in the service of the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord, which is considered to be the ultimate goal of human life. But not knowing about this highest truth, we have been thinking so many other things to be the greatest pleasure. We have been literally wasting our life all this long. Somehow, after going through unlimited birth and death in our past, we got lucky this very lifetime by the causeless mercy of the Lord, by the causeless mercy of the Lord's devotees. You may ask, how do you know that I am lucky? You and I never met. Even if we met, how do you know I am lucky? It's very simple. The fact that you are hearing this tells that you are lucky. The fact that I am sharing this with you tells I am lucky. So both you and I are very lucky to be able to have access to this great literature, Bhagavad Gita. Many doesn't even know what Bhagavad Gita is. Some knows what Bhagavad Gita is, but doesn't know what's in it. Some have Bhagavad Gita books at their homes, but never opened. So compared to many different cases, we are certainly lucky. We are able to speak and we are able to hear Bhagavad Gita. Some of us may be more luckier as we got the association of saintly people. We got the chance to associate with devotees. So we can see how one can live in Krishna consciousness. Some of us are fortunate that we got chance to do some devotional service. Some of us are chanting the holy name of the Lord. Among these, some of us are so very fortunate that we got the association of a bona fide spiritual master, where we got connected to Krishna more formally. When we think of our past life, is nothing good. They doesn't give any great experience, no satisfaction. Rather, it is very disgusting to know how I have wasted my life in past. All those days I have been thinking myself to be this body. Now that I learned the truth from the elders, learned devotees, that I am not this body, I am Atma. I have been put into this prison house called body due to my own past karmas. When I analyze what would be the cause of all this, it simply comes to the point that I failed to follow the instructions given in the Shastra by the Lord. Here is an example. When we migrate to a new country, we obediently and sincerely learn the laws of that particular country and try to follow it religiously. Since I may be driving car on right hand side, doesn't mean I apply the same over here in another country where the rule over there is to drive on the left hand side. I might have never followed any speed limits. Over here, I must follow the speed limits. Over there, I might have not paid my taxes. Not paying taxes over here will create a great reaction. Therefore, as soon as I came into this country, it is my responsibility to know at least the basic laws to survive in this country. Interestingly and surprisingly, when I came into this world with this body, when I took birth into this world, though there is laws given in the form of scripture by the Lord, I purposefully avoided, at many times rejected too. When the laws of the country is not being abided, the government becomes upset. When the laws of the human life is not being abided, the Lord becomes upset. Therefore, I made the supreme lawmaker upset, and the result is this body, one after the other for several lifetimes. Sometimes as human, sometimes as animals, sometimes as plants, sometimes as insects. I've been going through several lifetimes, taking different types of bodies, just because I failed to abide the laws of the Lord. All these days, I have been living a life of my own choice, doing things on my own, never listened to any good advices, never paid any respect to those who give good advices, led a life of considering myself to be Ishvara, controller, thought myself to be better and greater than anyone, treated everyone lower like a blade of grass. Goal was to only satisfy my mind, senses and body. My life is such that I'm always engaged in sinful activities, so that there is no tinge of piety. I have caused a great deal of anxiety to others, distress to all living entities. There are unlimited material desires within my heart. I am full of anger. I am puffed up with false ego, intoxicated by false pride. I am not afraid of committing sinful activities for my own happiness, because I am merciless and selfish. I have a special quality that I am unhappy to see others' happiness. I always speak lies, and I become happy when I see others' distress. During my childhood, I was only playing. When I was youth, I was in pursuit of lovemaking. As when I grow older, I was occupied with worries about the security of myself and my family. Never had any time to think of myself as Atma or the Supreme Lord Paramatma. Simply wasted the valuable time of my life. This is all simply because I failed to follow the good advices, instructions given by the Lord in the form of the scriptures. Hereafter, let me lead a good life, a life that pleases Krishna, based on my varnashrama dharma as prescribed by the Shastra. Let me do my karma yoga in Krishna consciousness, with the three principles in mind: this activity belongs to the Lord. Meaning, anything that I do, there is no mamakara. Do not think I am the proprietor, I am the owner of this. Then, understanding that I am not the doer, I am just an instrument, and the Lord is the doer. Therefore, the result also belongs to the Lord, not to me. If I continue to do my duty with this principle, then without the need to practice jnana yoga, I will get the dhyana nishta, the stage where I can meditate for longer period, from which I will be able to see myself, the Atma, which is known as Atma Sakshatkara, the vision of the self. Along with that, one also gets the vision of the Lord, if one so desires to continue in that path. When one gets the vision of the Lord, one also realizes the glories of the Lord and the joy that one gets through that connection. Then a desire gets developed within to attain that Supreme Lord who is so glorious. When that desire becomes stronger, where we come to a stage that one cannot bear the separation of the Lord, at that stage the Lord will take us to His abode. And this is what achieved by practicing Bhakti Yoga. Attaining the Lord in this way is what's said to be moksha. All these were very clearly explained to Arjuna, meaning explained to us. If we follow these sequences, we will finally attain Krishna. And this is the message that is being conveyed in this sloka, starting with man-manā bhava. With that introduction, now let's see the meaning of this sloka. Mad-bhakto, ever devoted to me, taking me as the goal. mad-manā bhava, keep meditating on me. mad-yājī, worship me alone. namaskuru, offer obeisances unto me. evaiṣyasi, you will attain me alone. satyaṁ pratijāne, I promise you truly. priyo, you are dear to me. Translation: always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. In our next session, we'll see the details of this sloka. Namaste. Hare Krishna.